Through the chair to Dr. Krisner, good to see you again, and thank you so much for your commitment to our students here in Duval County. There are so many great things that I see from our schools, and as a Duval County school alumni, I continue to be excited, and in fact, we here at City Council will be welcoming leadership during Rain's Ribot Week.
Jean Ribot.
That was for Councilman Peluso, but Ribot Week coming up very soon. My question is, and I'm not sure whether it's to you, Dr. Coker, or Dr. Krisner, but as someone who is obviously African American, and there's some conversation going on about standards in African American history that will be taught in schools around the state, how are we going to deal in Duval County with those standards? I'm sure we've all seen the polarization of things in the media about that. I know at my school, my African American history course, Charles Lee, who passed away just a couple of weeks ago, who was my teacher of that, we had to take the MAPS test to do dual enrollment. I was in all AP classes when I was there, so I walked into college with college credit, but that class was very formative for me at that school, and it really allowed me to open up. And so as I look at the standards that may or may not be used for African American history and for the teaching of these curricula around the state, as somebody with a terminal degree, I want to know what we're going to do, especially if our community as a whole is saying our curriculum must reflect the community and what they believe. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilman Johnson. And that was one of the topics that was just discussed on the state meeting. I can tell you that Duval County is one of the 9 districts that has achieved exemplary status in the teaching of African American history. And in fact, we're a mentor district for other districts that are seeking that designation. And so we are so far beyond those minimum standards that they have provided. And what we're referring to is that benchmark clarification. It's not actually a standard, so that's an important point. But we are teaching beyond the standards. We have done extensive local research in our African American history, and I think some of you have actually been involved in our summer writing program. And it's been wonderful for our students to learn about how rich our local history is in African American history, things that I think some of our educators did not know, even who we name the schools after. It's been wonderful for students to learn those. And then they write the curriculum units that are then used in the schools. And so we are ahead of that. I want you to know that we applied to be part of that state task force that developed those standards. We were not accepted because they said that since we're a mentor district, it might be a conflict of interest. If they revisit them, we will definitely apply to be part of that process as well. But we are teaching African American history across the curriculum, kindergarten through 12, in every one of our subject areas, including art and music and mathematics and science, and have been very intentional about our work there.